fun. Okay. We are in my friend's 2003 Acura RSX. It is a base, K20A3 with the 5-speed automatic. Hear me out though. Do not immediately click away. This 5-speed automatic, being an automatic transmission, is extremely responsive. It is one of the best automatics I've ever driven. And yes, it's not a double clutch, not a single clutch, it's still a slush box. Whatever. It's what he has. This car, I mean, I love it. Compared to my Subaru, it's so different. I mean, the inline sound, you have the sounds of VTEC, many unicorns farting at once. What is it, 1 million?
1 million, yes.
1 million unicorns farting at once.
Yep.
It's incredible. First impressions.
Oh, wow, I didn't know this road had really good turns.
Yeah, I told you. First impressions of this car, one thing that stands out to me the most is the driving feel and position. It honestly feels like a street legal go-kart. The steering is that direct, it's that responsive. I absolutely love it.
It's not stock.
It's not. The car is currently sitting on a set of Braceland Ultimos? Braceland Ultimo coilovers. Again, before you criticize, this car is not a track car. It's a daily driver. And for being a daily driver and having these coilovers, it's actually surprisingly comfortable, yet still handles very well while giving the car a very aggressive stance. Just, oh god, bumps. Still has the Honda bounce a little bit though.
A little bit.
The main thing that helps the stance, especially in the front, is the Dev Sport front splitter and the Sparco toe strap.
Yep.
But I mean, just the steering feel of this car. The wheel is so much smaller than my Subaru. And
barely legal in some states of America.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Stock.
But I mean, it's just, I love the feel of this car. The seat hugs me really nice. The visibility is pretty good. I mean, that's not what a lot of people talk about in car reviews. It's not extremely fast. It's not. I mean, it's lightly modified. That downshift though.
It is catless.
Yeah, it is catless. Let's get on to the exhaust. Exhaust-wise, we're going to go from the engine to the bumper. Engine, we're running the stock Honda manifold. After that is a Megan Racing catless mid-pipe that is resonated. We have a Vibrant high-flow performance resonator.
It's basically the Summit Racing brand muffler.
Yeah. It's a Vibrant. And the muffler is a Dynamax turbo muffler with a 2.5-inch stainless steel tip. So you get a little bit of that rasp around $2,500 to $3,000. Other than that, it's a very smooth inline sound. It smells like race car because catless, and
a little bit loud.
Yeah, it's a little loud. That's really what I noticed when we installed the mid pipe. Is it really gave it more volume.
Stock cat on these things weighs 22 pounds.
It's ridiculous. So I mean, you're saving weight there. It helps with top end power. At least it feels like it does. The car doesn't have a tune on it. It's still running stock ECU tune. But
it's got a slight hit through a Honda tuner from a laptop. My cousin helped.
But again, more engine stuff. The intake is a, what would you call it? A custom long tube intake?
Yeah, it's a long tube head intake that is kind of a cross between a short ram and a cold air.
Yeah.
It positions itself right in front of where the stock air duct is.
It's positioned like a short ram, but is as long as a cold air. So it really lends itself well to low-end and mid-range torque, which, if you know anything about Hondas, they need all the help they can there. To be honest. But, hopefully, one day, it'll get a Jackson Racing Supercharger, which will be amazing, because it'll have boost.
And a motor rebuild.
And a motor rebuild. But I mean, you can probably hear me shifting the automatic, and honestly, for an auto, it's pretty responsive. Just listen. 4th to 3rd. That's pretty good. And in the corners,
that's going uphill.
Yeah, in the corners, very smooth and predictable. It is very linear in its power delivery, and the suspension is just set up so well. Honestly, for being set up by the two of us, that's not too bad. Other than the coilovers.
Oh, come on.
Other than the coilovers. No. Other than the coilovers, it has front and rear strut bars. with proper preload settings, and that's about it suspension-wise. And you're running Vulcan Azenis tires,
which is it's just a
high performance all season.
Yeah, I mean it's just your normal.
Yeah, it's still an all season tire on the stock RSX wheels, but the amount of grip, the amount of grip for being a 205 tire is pretty good. I'm not really pushing the car hard because it's not my car, but once we get out here onto the straightaway, I'll go a little faster, not much. But I'm enjoying myself with this nice road, you know, very good sweeping turns. It's very, very nice. Driving a Honda, it's very nice. There you go. You got
don't mind the camber gimbal.
Oh yeah, the camber rig in the back sliding around.
Traxxas.
Yeah. But yeah, you got a Subaru guy to like a Honda. You should be proud.
I am. Can't believe the world's gonna explode. Well, no, that's from Mitsubishi. I guess you're allowed to like a Honda.
I guess if I ever review an Evo, the world will explode.
Yeah.
Whatever. If the car's cool, the car's cool. Anyways, back to the car. Future plans. Talk about your future plans with it.
Honestly, kind of up the air at this point. I think it's either going to be boosted or it's going to be total out, like balls to the wall in a build. I'm talking ITBs, you know, full 13-to-1, 14-to-1 compression, running, you know, full out race gas. Honestly, the NA build is what I'm more interested in. Just, you know, switching out the cams, getting rid of the VTEC, just having a mean cam.
Keep it true to the Honda way.
Yep.
Because, you know, everybody turbos a K-Series. Turn that off.
Mean cams, I mean.
Yeah.
Double overhead cam.
But I mean, everybody turbos a K-Series. But there's nothing wrong with that. It works. It's a good equation. You make good power, and you can make linear power. That's usable. But, you know, it's his car. It's his build. So, I mean, he'll do what he wants. Can this truck...
And, wow.
You have no brake lights, sir. Wow. Congratulations. You work for a company.
The driver's where we live.
Wow. I'm just impressed. Just the level of professionalism.
No, but I like this car. Honestly, I picked this car not knowing what it was when I got it because I just had a bad wreck. I had a lifted up Toyota Tacoma that I enjoyed a lot. Destroyed that thing, and honestly just needed a car to get back and forth to college in. And noticed this thing. I looked up how much gas mileage they got stock. You get about 32, 34 miles a gallon, and that ain't bad at all. Especially the automatic transmission, that's not too bad at all.
It really helps a lot.
When I test drove it, you know, I didn't really give it I didn't really floor it much. I just kind of gave it a little bit of gas to see if I could hear noises or anything, you know. Got it home just kind of looking around on it, and I noticed this is actually a pretty special car. Because it's the last hurrah of the Integra for Honda.
The DC-5. And you don't see many of these with the automatic. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's up to you. But you don't see many. And it was bone stock when you got it. There was no modification done other than some crappy HID kit someone threw in.
Yep.
And crappy headlights that leaked. But those were fixed.
They were custom one-off headlights. They're just old.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to open them up, and they tried to like JB weld them back together, and that doesn't work because the humidity's already got inside, so it's too late at that point.
Yeah, you've already screwed it up. But yeah, it was bone stock when you had it. I mean, for you, it was probably just such a transition coming from a big truck to this.
It took me a while to actually like, okay, I'm gonna modify this thing.
Yeah, to actually, you know, get into it. But you know, I love the Honda community.
Once I did, I was impressed with it.
It's a good car. I just wish there wasn't a Jeep in front of us.
Yeah, because what is Highway 75?
Yeah, we're gonna hit some big bumps here, so that'll be fun. That'll be real fun. Get to see us.
This one's not horrible with the coilovers.
Is it not? I haven't gone across it yet. Oh, that's actually surprisingly good.
That one's bad.
Oh,
that one's bad.
Let's go on this road.
Okay.
I love being able to downshift like that. I honestly do. That's like the best ever.
It'll do it for you though. You don't have to.
Ah, that rasp. I love that.
It's blast pipe.
Let's see. Let's go on this road. It's a little tighter. I'll get a better feel for the steering and the suspension setup without going too ham. Again, not my car.
Wow, that person was like looking at us with such disdain.
Good for them. Woo! I felt that pick up. I get it now. I understand it. Like
It's fake boost.
It honestly feels like you have a small turbo on it. I mean, I didn't understand the VTEC game, and now I do.
I don't like this road.
Oh, God, it's bumpier than I thought.
Yep. Anyway, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I would buy one. In fact, I like it so much that when I was looking to get another car, switching between my Corolla, I still had the Subaru in the back of my head, but I was looking at a white Type S, and not gonna lie, I was tempted. The only thing was, it had high mileage, and I didn't want a high performance vehicle with high mileage, so that and the guy was like kind of sketchy when I was talking to him. So I was like, yeah, I'd rather not. There's probably drugs in the trunk. But I love it. It's a good car. Bang for buck performance, love it. It's up there. I mean, it's a good daily. It performs well on the road. It performs well on the track. I mean, it's not a straight line speed car. It's not a full blown track car. It's somewhere in the middle. It's somewhere in the middle between a track car and a daily. Honestly, I think it's that perfect balance to where you can still drive it on a daily basis, yet still have fun. Like, the automatic lends itself well to highway driving and around town driving, yet you can manually shift and have fun. It's great, in my opinion. I love it. So, I mean, get out here on this straightaway and we'll get a little more VTEC noise. Turn off the AC, roll down the windows.
Sign off with VTEC.
Sign off with VTEC, the best sound in the world.
First gear VTEC.
First gear VTEC. 3500.
Switched to automatic.
Woo! Woo! Thank you for watching. There will be a review of my Subaru soon by this guy. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave your feedback below in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching. Have a nice